All right, guys, I'm going to be talking about a different section of the book here, which is Common Myths About Dogs. It's available on Amazon. And here is one section that I talk about. It is, you need to always be the alpha. So common myths about dogs debunked. And I have a bunch of myths here from pet owners to dog trainers. And this is one that you hear quite a bit, which is you always need to be the alpha, right? You need to be the alpha for your dog. You need to be the pack leader. You need to be the boss, okay? Specifically alpha, right? So I want to talk about that. So the answer is, what does that mean to you? So what does the alpha mean to you? If it means that you have to be in control of your dog's choices, that you have to make sure that your dog makes the right decisions, and if you have to make sure that you provide for your dog, that you take care of your dog, and you advocate for your dog every opportunity that you can so your dog always feels safe, so that your dog is always making the right decisions, if that is the definition of being the alpha to you, then by all means, yes, that is absolutely correct, okay? Now, if your definition of being the alpha means you need to, pretty much bully your dog, what I mean by that is, as your dog eating, you just yank the food out of their bowl, out of their place while they're eating. Are they eating? Are you stuffing your hand in their food bowl while they're eating? Are you spitting in your dog's food so that you can assert your dominance? That sounds funny, but that's an actual thing. People do this, okay? Are you laying and sitting on top of your dog? Are you pinning your dog against the ground and pinning it on his side? Are you biting it? Are you doing stupid shit that a dog or a wolf would do to a subordinate wolf or a subordinate dog? You're doing stupid stuff like that to assert your dominance, while in the meantime, you're not consistent with training, you don't advocate for your dog, and you don't really take care of your dog. Then the answer is no, you absolutely do not have to be that type of person, okay? Really, what this whole myth revolves around is the misinterpretation of what it is to be a good dog owner or a good dog trainer, okay? The whole alpha term, came from this misconception of what dogs are. We compare them to wolves as though they were wolves, and they're not. And even the way we look at wolves today is very different than what we originally thought decades ago wolves behaved, right? It's much more complex than that. So being the alpha does not mean you're gonna growl at your dog. It doesn't mean you kick your dog. It doesn't mean you just slam your dog because, they did not understand what you were trying to convey in the first place, okay? So being a good dog owner is about having great leadership. This means you are dedicated and consistent with your training, and you make sure that your dog understands what it is that you expect of it. It means having enough predictability in your household so that your dog feels safe and there is an understanding of the rules, okay? And yes, rules have to be reinforced. Rules have to be followed. I completely agree with that. But it has to be in a way that it makes sense to the dog, okay? It means taking care of your dog. It means, advocating for your dog. It means erring on the side of caution if you don't know if your dog understands something or not. That's what good leadership is. It's not sitting on your dog. It's not pinning your dog. It's not biting your dog. It's not growling at your dog. It's not losing your shit on your dog because they maybe misunderstood or they didn't fully understand what you expected them to do. So that's what this myth is about. And I talk about this briefly on the book, and I have a bunch of other myths on here too.